film premiered at the New York Festival on 28 September 2012 and was released in the United States on 21 November 2012. The film received positive reviews from critics. Life of Pi is a 2012 drama adventure film. The storyline revolves around an Indian teenager named Pi Patel, tell a novelist about his life story and how, at the age of 16, he survived a shipwreck in a Pacific Ocean lifeboat with Bengal Roger. The basic story of this film is about Pi seeking himself and the existence of God. The storyline moves gradually according to the chronology of Pi life and the age through the oral story of the adult Pi Patel. The flashback story is told starting when Pi was little in his hometown of Pondicherry, India, where his family owned a zoo business.
With this, I want to convey about the moral that I found in the story Life of Pi. The moral is forgive yourself is always the best option. Pi lost everything from his family to his positions, but not as his fault. For some people, when feeling lost everything, always think that everything is your fault. It must be remembered, everything happens for reasons, so stop to blame yourself. We cannot forget our own mistakes or those of others, but we can always forgive. Also, we become human beings who always remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, health, success, and security in this world and in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-A'raf verse 199 in his interpretation, be a forgiving person and tell people to do good and turn away from their ignorance.
From the story that we watch, which is Life of Pi, the moral that we can take from the story is always be patient when we facing a challenge. We must be survive until the end because Allah is the best plan. For an example, he is still survive after his body is broken and he never give up. He give prayers to God and give himself to God because he asked help from the God. He feeding a tiger, so he will never be the last food of tiger. He patiently teach the tiger how to communicate each other, and because of his patience, finally there be a friend, and because his patient also he still alive until people found him landing on the scene with his boat, but the tiger is already gone. The moral that we should take from this story is we have to be patient in whatever situation because Allah is the best planner, and after rain must have a rainbow, so we have to be patient when we facing a problem and never give up because Allah is always with us and Allah will not burden his life. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah also said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ista'inu bis-sabri was-salah, innallaha ma'as-sabirin. It means make patient and praise as your helper. Indeed, Allah is always with those who are always be patient.
Moral story of life, Pi is don't give up. Pi didn't give up hope and he keep moving, whether it's the Black Sea or the dark clouds or the ominous wave or the hungry predator has company. Pi never give up hope of survival. The inspiring is not to give up on your dreams and give up on life. So the days when you are down and in state of despair and almost on the verge of giving up, you must remember that this stage, like everything else in life, is only temporary and this too shall pass. There are times when it may seem like you have tried everything possible within your means and there is only a little more than you can do. Life is full of highs and lows. Without exception, every person has a challenge of difficulty in their life. Allah promised us that every difficulty is a relief. Allah says all faith shall be humble before Him, the living, the self-subsisting, eternal, hopeless, indeed will be the man that carries iniquity on his back. Surah Taha.
Next, I will present about my point is courageous. In life of B is courageous as he managed to survive on the lifeboat for 227 days with Richard Parker, and he does not panic and get scared when Richard Parker almost attacked him. Therefore, B portrays men positively as he shows that men are courageous. Islam is a religion of great virtues, etiquette, and manners. One such quality that is enshrined in the history of Islam amongst the pious predecessors of the distant past and the times near us is the quality of courage and bravery. Like the Prophet Muhammad, who was brave against the enemies of Islam who often harassed Muslims no matter what the circumstance, he faced it with courage and perseverance. Allah's Messenger ﷺ said in a hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu, a strong believer is better and is more lovable to Allah than a weak believer.
In the conclusion, this story is telling about life of P. Life of P is an exhilarating drama about the mysteries which light up our life and have no rhyme or reason on their own. The faith that enables us to make a leap into the dark, the teachings of animals, the fierce and tranquil sides of nature, and the powerful instinct we all have for survival. This picturesquely alluring film can bring you to a transformed appreciation for the baffling, curious, and inexplicable dimensions of life and the world around of you. In the storyline of P, also, we can see a teenager named P who is eager to learn and follow three religions, Hinduism, Catholics, and Islam. However, within Islam, he saw beauty in prayer, brotherhood, and devotion, and uses this knowledge to survive weeks and the ocean after shipwreck. This proves that Islam is shumul and comprehensive for every ummah. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala explained about Islam as an internal religion, general and comprehensive. The verse means, and we have not sent you except to mankind as a whole, as a breath of news and as a warner. Surah As-Sabah 28. Last but not least, we hope in this video you all can understand what we're trying to convey, and we also hope you all can make this story an inspiration to all.